Hello everyone, Racemon here. Today we are on Nordschleife, or Nordschleife. I don't know how to pronounce it honestly, because American, but we are on the Green Hell is what I believe it's called. So let's go ahead and change the time of day, because that is something that wasn't implemented later, well, not by the map maker, but I don't know if they've implemented it since then, but I'm going to go ahead and make it look very cinematic for me, because I like that. I like the cinematic look. So in the bottom left we have, of course, my controls, which I'm using a controller, a gamepad. With the engine in this, you hear is a V8. Down at the bottom right it says about 700 horsepower. This is based off of a drifter's engine. So I don't expect myself to drift, 10 out of 10, because controller, beam and G, they kind of don't go well together. But let's see what I can do. So this M62 is based off of a drifter. They still drift today. I believe they do Formula Drift. They drive a BMW E30, and their exhaust exit from the hood, I believe, on the right side. And yet they have a V8. Like, it all goes into one pipe and exits out of one hole of the hood. So I kind of figured, like, a member of the drift team that I'm in, which is not for BeamNG of course, but for Assetto Corsa, they got in contact with him, or him, I forgot. They got in contact with them and asked them like all of their specs, and we recreated their engine. Now, it was I and my partner, quote-unquote partner, because I put this in BeamNG. They put it in Assetto Corsa. So they recreated it. I recreated mine. My problem was the torque. The torque was so high on the bottom end. Like, even the torque for the Pessima right now, it's about 700 at about 3,500 RPM as I get a little twitch reading the graph. That torque, I don't think is high enough. I think the torque that was made was about 1,000, potentially? Which got me thinking, like, what engine is it that they used? But apparently the engine they used is also from BMW, just like the E30. They used the M62, which is this V8 that is basically killing the rev limiter. Now my issue with it is turbo lag. Such low RPMs. The turbo lag was the biggest problem we had, which is it revving up to like 3,500 and then finally spooling. Like, turbo. As you can tell, Nordschleife is not kind to this car because I don't have another gear. So I'm kind of just mangying up these roads. Oof. Here we go. This is indeed just rear-wheel drive, so just like it should be. Now, in Assetto Corsa, drifting, oof, feels much better as this gets stuck in the wall. Oh, I don't know how to fix that. But oh well. Vehicle recovered. Let's keep going. And now look at my little license plate in the back. Just nice. Racermon. I changed that one time for like some screenshots that I have of a slammed car, and it's never saved back to my original name. But, oh well. Racermon, it's whatever, I don't care. Because it fits whenever I get the slammed car, which is of the Pessima. So that's fine with me. I need to stop swaying so much. Now, I did make an option for either you can have a rev limiter, which is this one, or you can have a smooth rev limiter, which is not this one. Because this one, as you can tell, it bangs off of the rev limiter. Now, although this is a V8 engine, it handles so nice. So nice. Just like that. That's so nice. Let's see if I can do this. Barely. Yee. little bit of a straightening out because I shifted midway through the transition instead of doing it mid-drift. Eek. Car's fine. Car's good. Let's keep going. Whew. Now, left foot braking I've never really done because I don't know how BeamNG reacts to left foot braking, but you know, one day we'll find out. Oof. And here we go again with, you know, rev limiter. There's a straightaway right down past this turn to the right, so pretty sure I'm just gonna be at about 130 miles an hour, no faster, no slower. If I don't crash, which I'm going to, yep. That's not okay, this drift. That left front, oof, that left front is awful. So let's go ahead and just recover the vehicle and then keep going. Spinning every single gear I have. Ooh, I wonder, can it actually spin third from a stop? What about fourth? Fifth? Fifth is a barely. But hey, it still does fourth. Third from a stop, fourth while it's barely rolling from third. If I could just not twitch, that'd be nice. That's another thing. Assetto Corsa drifting is not, it's not kind. Because controller twitch. Now BeamNG kinda seems worse about it, because the speed that you get from flicking the stick left or right is a lot, and I know you can probably fix that, but still, that's the really grabby guardrails for you. Once again, having to recover. And no grip, going 30 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour. I need grip. More like I need another gear. I just tried to shift to sixth and doesn't have a sixth. Come on. See, manjiing or transitioning is the hardest thing for a controller, which is kind of countered by how fast the wheel turns. But it's so much trouble as I'm getting sideways a little more than I'd like. Let's go up a gear. Hold it. Hold it, lad. Absolute unit. Through the carousel. Trying the left foot brake. That's a mess. Come on. Not bad. I don't think that's bad. Not too much. That's bad. Alrighty there. Just straighten out. Through one of the hardest turns, I guess, on Nordschleife. The reason why is you come from this outside curb. You shouldn't hit the inside. And then halfway through, you come almost to hitting that curb, but don't. That is the worst curb possible. Like, if I had to rate a curb as the worst, that would be the worst. If I can remember. Car banging off the rev limiter once again. No steering there, that's amazing. Oh, actually, this curb is pretty bad at times. That one that was behind me, to the right, on the inside. Banging rev limiter. E. Too much. I wanted to extend it. Now let's see if I pop a tire. I really didn't want to. Ooh, YouTube corner. All those little compilations of like YouTube crashes are right here. They either go off in the sand or hit the guardrail on the right. Good old YouTube corner. I've only had a few accidents there. Like, compared to the entire track, that's not a very popular corner for me to have issues. Also, another rough curb is right here. This one. That's a rough curb sometimes. And then the little jump. at times it could be a jump. Dang, I'm out wide. Come back, car. Let's go. Ooh, crest over. Don't look to the left of the map. That area is pretty messy. Still going. Ooh. Flick? No, I'm not gonna flick. No. Yeesh. Having a bit of an awkward power band because it's right at the RPM that the turbo does not spool up. It's like borderline. It was at 3,500, and which is the point in which it doesn't spool up. So once we round this right turn, we're gonna see just how fast this is in a straight line. No sliding. And of course, it's running drift tires, so I don't really expect, great launch off the line, but there's a line that I want to try. You good, car? You're not looking pretty, because your skid plate's kind of skidding. Alright, so let's find out. Let's go ahead and slow down a little bit. Almost revved it too much, jeez. Money shift. The line's somewhere here, I think. Or if not, well, then wing it. So here we are at the sign of whatever it is. So 0 to basically 130 is what I'm gonna say. So let's go. I'm starting second. Come on. That's 80. That's 100. Twitchy. 120. Yeah, 130. 135. Kind of makes sense that like a BMW is a 135. And then of course you have the pits. I don't know if I can go in. No, I can't go in there. Yep, it has that little fence on the gate. The gate is a fence. Oof. I really don't trust this car. Really don't. Not at high speeds. Especially under brakes, which we're about to go into. That handled that better than I thought. And then we're almost to the finish line. That is sometimes the finish line. Ugh. Keep going. We're not done yet. And right there would be the finish line. So I mean, the Pessima's alright. It's a good engine with a not really adequate transmission, considering that fifth gear is only at 135. It should really be higher, in my opinion. But, here is the Pessima. That was my lap around Nordschleife, drifting it, not, perfectly, but good enough attempt. Also, if the smoke seems like it stays a little bit longer, that's because I kind of edited it, which it doesn't seem like BMG likes whenever people edit particles, because I think it's just within the game engine folder, if you know about that. But either way, I like keeping the smoke in gear because it looks nice. So that will be all. This has been Racemon for Racemon Gaming. I will see you, wait for it, later.